So, Jeanne, what's happening to the Olympic flame?
The Olympic flame is inside the stadium at the moment, but it's not visible to most people who are visiting the Olympic Park because the stadium hasn't yet been opened for track and field events. So right now it's kind of closed off to visitors, which has caused some surprise and a little bit of consternation and some confusion as well.
So that's unusual, right? Because normally during the Olympics you have the flame visible throughout the games, right?
Yeah, normally they put it in a place where it's visible above the stadium. So in Sydney it was on a kind of podium that was kind of high above the stadium. In Beijing it was the same thing, and this one is for whatever reason inside and visible only to those inside.
Is there a security reason for it, or what was the reason given by the British authorities for this change in protocol?
No, it doesn't seem to be any security reason. They said, the organizing committee for the Olympics said that this was designed to be visible to the athletes and to the people visiting the stadium. They have, I think, tried to compromise and are putting up screens on top of the stadium that they said will project an image of the torch onto the screens so that people outside the stadium can see the screens.
That's kind of weird. How have people reacted in and around the Olympic Village and the Olympic venues? You talked to some of them, and what's been the reaction of the people?
So some people just don't seem to know where the flame is at all. Some of the stewards who've been working at the Olympic Park don't know either. So we asked a couple stewards yesterday, where's the flame? And a couple of them said, oh, it's no longer in the park. It's been sent out to Bow Wharf, which is, a couple miles away from the park. Another guy joked that he thought the Queen had it. So there's a little bit of confusion about whether the flame is actually still in the Olympic Park at all.
And do you know, there's been reports that the Queen has it. Is that been confirmed, or is that not true?
That is not true. There was sort of an urban legend.
Do they have James Bond on the case? Because those guys have James Bond, right?
They might, or he might be filming his next movie. But yeah, that could be his latest assignment.
It's a very strange decision, especially in a place like the Olympic Games, which thrives on tradition, right? This flame is supposed to be the Grecian flame. It's also strange in a place like Britain that also thrives on tradition. So do you think they'll change it? They'll make it more visible now?
No, they've said that it's going to stay as they planned it. I don't know that it's always been the tradition that the flame is visible or that it's considered mandatory. That's just the way it's been in the last several games at least. So, the UK seems to be breaking with at least recent tradition. But no, they're going to keep it inside the stadium, they've said. So,
and when does the stadium open? When the track and field starts? So people will be able to see once it opens, right?
Right. Later this week, I believe the track and field is starting to happen. So if you have a ticket for one of those events, you'll be able to go in and see it.